I got a lot of emails from you asking or saying that you really liked the flip book strategy that I shared with you last week, or was it last week or the week before? I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in a second if you're like, what's this? What's the flip book strategy? So, but a lot of you are like, I really want to do this, but I've spent so much time creating a brand that feels aesthetic and cohesive, and your branding that you created for us doesn't match. So how can I implement that strategy but still in my own branding? So what I thought I would do today is share exactly how I have created this, so that you can create your own. Yay! I know that is the name of the game. I'm so for you creating original content. So if this can help you, then I definitely want to do that. So let's dive in. It's a 2-part tutorial. The first part is what I'm doing on my computer, and the second part is what I'm doing on my phone. Okay, so what we are looking at is my desktop. And just for everyone who is like, what the heck is a flip book strategy? Just a reminder, it's this post that I had shared in our What the Heck to Post last week. Or again, I still don't know if it was last week or the week before. But essentially the idea is if you were looking at this on your phone, you would see screenshot for today's mantra. You would screenshot the screen on your phone, and it would take an image of one of these mantras. And then my prompt is, my caption is, what did you get? And the idea is leave it in the comments. So we had people leaving their mantra in the comments, and it was like a really fun and engaging post to create some easy engagement for the algorithm. Because again, the more engagement you get, the better for the algorithm. I saw a few of you using it, and it got me so excited. I love seeing the comments that you guys are getting. So I'm really excited to help you make this in your own branding. So on that note, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually creating one for one of my content clients. So I am doing the same idea, but in her branding. Now for everyone who just wants to learn a little bit more information about this client to see if she aligns with you. She is a coach just like you. She coaches writers to write their book, to get it on the bestseller list. She's really, really awesome. If you want more information about her, be sure to email me at sophia@getcoachsocial.com, and I'll shoot you her contact info. But her Instagram handle is down here, SARACONNELL. I really love working with her, and I think you'll really like her. Anyway, but on that note, she is a thought leader like you. She's very aligned with mindset work, in addition to all the strategies that she shares as a writing coach. So this strategy, or this type of content, screenshot for today's mantra, really aligns with her. So I decided to recreate the same type of post, but in her branding. Now, the first thing that I did was I opened Canva at canva.com. I have a subscription to it, so I pay, I think, $10 a month for like some extra features. To my knowledge, I don't think I'm using any fancy features in this, so I don't think you should need the paid version, but just in case something's not working, keep that in mind. So basically what I did is I took her branded colors and her branded font. This is like the fonts that we use in her actual current content, and I created something super simple that looks like something she would post using Canva. This was basically the first slide that I've created, right? You only need to create one and make sure it looks the way you want it to look. Then the next thing I do is I hit this little icon up here where when you hover over it, it says copy page. Hit it and it's copied. Now we've got 2. Now I have a list of mantras to my side that I think would suit her brand really well. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this. And I'm going to write my next mantra, which is, let me type properly. I don't sweat the small stuff. Now I'm going to widen this out to make it look better. Then I'm going to go up here and hit the spacing and make sure that the spacing between the lines is a little shorter. Cool. That looks good to me. Now I'm going to hit another copy page. And I'm going to write my next mantra. Everything I need is all ready within me. Going to widen this out a little bit. Put it in the center. Cool. I like what that looks like. Now just to walk through what I'm doing. Every single slide looks exactly the same except for the mantra in the middle. So that is the reason why I am hitting copy page, because I want to make sure everything is identical. That is what's going to make that flip book feel. I have found about 20 mantras that fit really well with Sarah's brand. So eventually, don't worry, I've already created them, so you could just see what the final would look like. This is what the final is going to look like. Every single slide is exactly the same except for the mantra in the middle. You probably don't need 20. I tend to go overboard on these because I want to make sure like people get a bunch of different answers. But you know, you do you. But I had 21. Okay, I really went overboard. Okay. So then the next thing, after you fill in the mantra and everything is identical except for like the 21 mantras that you find or less, hit download. Make sure you've downloaded all pages. Download. The internet is very slow here. So now it's up here in a folder. I'm going to click on my folder, which I've called Sarah Flipbook. I'm going to highlight them all. And then I'm going to airdrop them over to my cell phone. The next part of this tutorial is actually happening on my cell phone in one of my favorite apps called InShot. So I'll meet you over there for part 2.
This is what you're going to see when you open up InShot. Next, select the video option, not the photo option, which might be where you think we should select because we are dealing with photos, not videos, but actually we are creating a video, so we select the video option. Video. Next, I hit new. And then here at the top, you'll see I have the option to select video, photo, or all. Select photo because that's where they live. Next, you're going to select at the very bottom right-hand corner, there's a white icon with a square and a check mark underneath it. On my phone, it's underneath the guy with the long hair. Tap that. This makes it possible for you to select more than one photo at once. Select all the photos. Then click the green circle with the check mark again underneath the guy with the long hair. This tells InShot that you're done selecting. Now here at the bottom, you'll see, if you scroll down the very bottom, here are all of the photos that we have selected. Now, if you press play, you'll see that all the photos or the graphics are in there, but it's taking a long time for each of them to switch to the next graphic, which means the whole strategy doesn't really work. So what we have to do is make each slide last for 0.1 second instead of, I think it's 3 seconds is what it is right now. So here's how I do that. Tap on the first slide. Tap. Then you see the little scissors with duration written underneath that. Select that. Drag the 5 seconds, whatever this thing is called, down to 0.1 seconds. Now, right above that, you'll see 2 check marks. Tap it. This says apply to all. This means each slide is going to be 0.1 seconds long instead of 5 seconds. Apply to all. Now, look how much faster it works. Woohoo! Now, you might be thinking, great, I'm done. I'm going to turn this off because I already know everything. You're not done. Here's what happens next. Download this onto your phone. Saved. Cool. Now, I'm going to save this just in case. Now, go back to the beginning. And here's why we're adding another step. Instagram only allows you to load a video that is 3 seconds or more. Right now, what we just created is 2 seconds long because each slide is only 0.1 seconds. So because of that reason, we have to make this video longer in order to post it on Instagram. So here's what we do next. Select video, hit new. Now select the last, you can see I've done this a few times. Now select the last video that we created that says it's 2 seconds long. It's in the top left-hand corner. Cool. Now we know it's 2 seconds long. We're going to tap it again. Next, we're going to, underneath those 2 little boxes, one's white and one's black, it says the word copy. Tap that, copy it. Great. Now the video is 4 seconds long. Do it again. Now it's 6 seconds long. 8, 10, 12. I'm fine with keeping it 12 seconds long, but just make sure it's above 3 seconds. Again, on Instagram, there is a loop. So it's going to keep repeating it anyway. But if you want to put that on Facebook or something like that, I would even make it a minute. If you want to post it to IGTV to get more reach, because that's a prioritized feature, I would make it more than 1 minute. So just know where you're posting it. Like if you're posting it on Twitter, you're allowed to have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So maybe you want to have it the full 2 minutes and 30 seconds in case people like decide to really take forever to screenshot. Just know where you're posting it to decide how long you want to make it. For me, this is just going on Instagram, so 10 seconds is fine with me. Great, so since I'm done, next I hit save. Cool. Now it should appear on my screen. Cool. 13 seconds. Look at that. So now I have my own flipbook and my own branding. Okay, so if you are a What the Heck to Post member, you got an email from me on April 22nd walking you through the type of caption to include for this so that you get the most engagement. And for anyone who's not a What the Heck to Post member, go to whatthehecktopost.com and you can become one. Other than that, I just am really excited to see what you guys create. Please tag me in it so I can find you and give you some love and engage on your own flipbook strategy. I'm really excited to see what you guys create. See you guys.